Ah, shit. So you want to learn how to beat the mutated monkey with this magical door, huh? No worries, he's actually not that hard on Ultra Nightmare once you have a solid strategy. Yeah, says a dude that died in the beginning of the video. I was practicing for you, okay? Which I think I got a pretty solid strategy that at least fits my playstyle. Although, before going into this fight, there are some recommendations for this specific strategy, as they are definitely going to help you out tremendously. The basic one, though, I recommend learning how to utilize your meat hook properly. If you still can't get the hang of it, or for whatever reason, you're still struggling with it, one, I have a guide right here in the top right hand corner of your screen that you can check out. It is tailored, just like all these other guides, for console players, although they are applicable for PC as well. Just the general consensus is playing this on console is much more difficult than PC, so I do it on console to help everybody out. But besides watching that guide, I also recommend, if you already have a saved game file, maybe going into Sentinel Prime, entering this fight, and then practice meat hooking demons to throw yourself over the Gladiator's shield, or when he's spinning his little balls, because that gives you the opportunity to always be able to hit him rather than wait for his eyes to light up and then hit him when he's open from that. And that is essentially what this strategy is. The other two things I recommend are runes, specifically air control and blood fueled. Air control is going to make you much more fluid in the air. You can have much more control over your movement. I don't know how else to clarify that. I mean, yeah, pinpoint small adjustments are going to be much easier, or possible, I should say. Well, blood fueled works wonders, because whenever you're chainsawing a demon, performing a glory kill, or even when you're going in and giving the Gladiator that nice intimate ass beating, the game is going to give you a nice movement boost, which, if you're quick enough, as soon as you recover out of that glory kill with the Gladiator, if you find the perfect demon to meat hook, you can basically throw yourself in the air and get a couple extra shots off again before the Gladiator even recovers. Or if you land your shot perfectly and time it just right, you can get him back into a glory kill, rinse and repeat. So a valuable tool to just know to begin with. Now, the way I'm going to go about this video is, first and foremost, I'm going to give you some extra tips, things to keep out for, certain opportunities that might arise to take advantage of. Then after that, I'm gonna run you through my thought process. My thought process and how I deal with both stages of the fight. Ultimately, the way I deal with the Gladiator doesn't change between the first or the second fight. The only real difference is, in the second fight, I try to be a lot more aggressive and move a little bit more chaotically. Basically, don't stand still like a dumbass, because this move right here is a killer for me. So I try to eliminate him as quickly as possible before he initiates this move. But before you head into the fight, remember, you're gonna have a bigger emphasis on glory kills and chainsaws in the arena, specifically because this fight is very small, and having the blood field rune equipped, you want to always be actively looking out for an opportunity to move around the Gladiator as fast as possible. If there's an easy glory kill, or if there's a demon you could chainsaw to save you from any move that might hurt you, remember, you are invulnerable when you're performing glory kills or chainsaws. So that's two things to take advantage of. You're saving yourself from taking damage while also giving yourself a nice little movement boost after that animation is done. In a similar vein, you also want to look for good ways of crowd control. Maybe hit crowds of demons with flame belch, hit them with the frag grenade, so that way when they die, there's a huge pull of armor. Remember, armor stays on the ground for about 20 seconds, which that by itself can already be a pretty smart move, because let's say you run into a prime opportunity of demons all next to each other, you hit them all with a flame belch, frag grenade, and then you see that the Gladiator is about to initiate a specific move that you might have a tendency of getting caught by. That's perfectly fine, because beforehand you're prepared. There's a pool of armor on the ground that you set up for yourself. So just remember, glory kills, chainsaws are utilized beyond just health and armor management. They're also nice boosts to save you from dangerous situations and giving you that nice movement boost to run circles around the Gladiator. And moving over into how I start this fight. I know some people like to basically hang back, wait till the Gladiator's about to attack, and then hit him with a ballista shot, and that'll automatically put him in a state where he's ready to get beat down. That's perfectly fine. That's good. You can do that in both fights, as a matter of fact, and it is a good method to get some extra health, which is something to just always know. What I do is, as soon as the fight starts up, I basically hang back and wait until Fodder Demon spawns. And I do this the entire fight. Meat hook him, throw myself in the air, completely bypassing his little magic 12-foot door there, and then rain down hell. I talked about in my meat hooking guide how you can quote-unquote hover or take advantage of more airtime to get some extra shots off, and I basically use that this entire fight. After hurting him a little bit, there's going to be a couple extra fodder demon and a prowler that spawns. You'll notice in this clip right here, I actually chainsaw the prowler. There's 2 extra fuel pickups, if I'm not mistaken, in this fight. Later on, when the Gladiator spawns in more demons, it's going to be more fodder demon and a hell knight. What I've learned is, if you're constantly just meat hooking other demons, utilizing blood fuel to its fullest potential, the hell knight never becomes a problem. As a matter of fact, more often than not, the Gladiator is just going to kill the hell knight. See that? The splat. Let's play it in reverse. Nice. It's also worth noting, as I mentioned, some people like to stand still, wait for the Gladiator to open himself up, then hit him with the ballista shot. As I'm showing in this clip, or throughout this gameplay, really, there are times where if you get close enough or if you time it just right, you can do the exact same thing while in the air. So don't think this strategy or throwing yourself in the air is going to eliminate your ability to do that. That ultimately just boils down to timing. But after whittling him down like this for a little bit of time, you're going to finally penetrate your 6 inches of steel in his door. It's going to vanish, and now we're on the second stage of the fight. As I said, how I approach the fight is still basically the same. I look for prime opportunities to throw myself in the air and rain down hell on the Gladiator. Although I do want to point out, it's a little bit of a more advanced method because you got to take into consideration the charge up, but if you time it just right, you can stun the Gladiator with a BFG shot, and then you can go full UFC on him, pin him up against the wall, and throw everything you got at him. If you're extremely fast, you can probably take out a quarter to half of his health just by doing this. If you mess up somewhere or if he recovers really fast, don't worry, you can always meat hook him before he pulls up his defense, throw yourself in the air, and then go back to what you're doing beforehand. That's pretty much it. The only real tip I have beyond that is right here during this stage, you're going to want to use the shield mod as much as you can. Every other demon, the shield mod is a saving grace, but it doesn't seem to protect you as much against the Gladiator. He's kind of an exception to that, so be aware because it kind of caught me off guard going through this fight all over again. But that's going to wrap it up for this video. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section. If you guys have any additional tips, the most helpful comment will be pinned. I'm going to close this video off with leaving the raw gameplay footage as well, so that way you can see the best run that I had, what I did to kind of help you get a better understanding of the fight or how I perform in the fight, just for some extra visual confirmation. Like always, guys, my name is Cynic. Thank you all so much for watching. If you guys haven't joined the Discord yet, link to that is always down in the description and in the pinned comment. But until next time, I'll see y'all later.
consumed, regardless of what... The portal is ready. We should leave immediately.